Sounds that make dogs tilt their heads side to side. And this time we're talking about the cutest darn thing on four legs, dogs! Aren't they just the best? Specifically, those adorable head tilts they do that make you want to squish their furry little faces. So cute. Today we're diving into the adorable world of sounds that make dogs tilt their heads. It's gonna be fun, like what is going on in those furry little brains of theirs? Let's find out. Is it just me, or does it seem like they're trying to understand us? It's fascinating. Stick around because at the end of the video I've got a super special surprise for you. A compilation of the cutest head tilts ever captured on camera. You don't want to miss it. Trust me, it's adorable. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more fun and informative videos about dogs. Okay, so first up we gotta talk about the classic head tilt trigger, the whistle. You know, that simple act of puckering up and blowing a little air that seems to have a magical effect on our furry friends. It's like a universal language that transcends species. The moment that sound hits their ears, it's as if you've cast a spell. Their ears perk up, their head tilts, and they give you that look of pure curiosity and wonder. It's one of those small joys of life that never gets old. You know what I'm talking about. That adorable, inquisitive look that makes you want to whistle again and again just to see it. It's like they're trying to decode a secret message hidden in the sound. You pucker up, blow a little air, and bam! Your dog's ears perk up, their head tilts, and they're looking at you like you just spoke another language. Which, let's be honest, you kinda did. Dogs hear at a much higher frequency than us humans, so that little whistle you just blew, it's like a siren song to their super-powered ears. It's fascinating to think about how their hearing works. They can pick up sounds that are completely inaudible to us, and that whistle is like a beacon calling out to them. Dogs hear at a much higher frequency than us humans. Their ears are finely tuned instruments, capable of detecting the faintest of sounds. It's no wonder they react so strongly to a simple whistle. It's like their brains are wired to respond to these high-pitched sounds, almost as if they're hard-coded to pay attention. So that little whistle you just blew? It's like a siren song to their super-powered ears. Imagine having the ability to hear things that are completely out of the range of human hearing. It's like having a superpower. And our dogs? They're the superheroes of the animal kingdom when it comes to hearing. See? Look at that. Did your dog do it too? It's almost like a reflex action for them. The moment they hear that whistle, their head tilts, and they're all ears. It's one of those moments that make you appreciate the little quirks and behaviors that make dogs so special. I swear it's like they're trying to figure out exactly where that sound is coming from and how to translate it into something they understand. It's like they're little detectives piecing together clues to solve the mystery of the whistle. And the way they tilt their head, it's like they're adjusting their internal radar to get a better fix on the source of the sound. Like, is that a squirrel speaking? I must investigate. Their curiosity is insatiable. They have this innate drive to explore and understand their environment, and the whistle is just another puzzle for them to solve. It's one of the many reasons why we love them so much. And you know what's even funnier? Sometimes they'll even do a little head tilt combo. They'll tilt their head one way, then the other, like they're trying to get a better angle on the sound. It's like they're saying, hold on, I gotta adjust my satellite dish. Almost got it. It's these little moments that bring so much joy and laughter into our lives. They'll tilt their head one way, then the other, like they're trying to get a better angle on the sound. It's like they're fine-tuning their hearing to catch every nuance of the whistle. And the look of concentration on their faces? Priceless. It's like they're saying, hold on, I gotta adjust my satellite dish. Almost got it. You can almost see the gears turning in their heads as they process the sound. It's a beautiful reminder of the intelligence and sensitivity of our canine companions. I swear, it's the cutest thing ever. That head tilt, those perky ears, and the look of pure curiosity, it's a combination that melts hearts. It's one of those simple pleasures that make having a dog so rewarding. It's like their brains are just working overtime to process all the weird and wonderful sounds we throw at them. They're constantly learning and adapting, and the whistle is just one of the many stimuli that keep their minds sharp and engaged. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. These moments of connection, these shared experiences, are what make the bond between us and our dogs so special. So go ahead, whistle while you work, your dog, and enjoy every head tilt, every curious look, and every moment of joy that comes with it. Alright, moving on to another sound that drives dogs bonkers, squeaky toys. These little noisemakers are like magic wands for our furry friends. The moment they hear that high-pitched squeak, it's like a switch flips in their brains. I swear it's like these things were designed in a lab to make dogs lose their minds and tilt their heads in adorable confusion. You can almost see the gears turning in their heads as they try to figure out where the sound is coming from. One little squeak, and it's like their inner puppy takes over and they're suddenly convinced that this tiny plush creature is actually alive and talking to them. It's a sight to behold, watching them pounce and play with such enthusiasm. I mean, look at that, the way they grab it, shake it, and then tilt their head like they're waiting for it to say something back. It's too much. It's like they're having a full-blown conversation with that toy, and we're all just here for the show. It's like they're having a full-blown conversation with that toy, and we're all just here for the show. And you know what's even funnier? The squeakier the toy, the better. The more noise it makes, the more intrigued they become. And you know what's even funnier? The squeakier the toy, the better. It's like they're thinking, oh, this one's really talking now, I gotta get closer and listen carefully. You can see their ears perk up and their eyes widen with curiosity. It's like they're thinking, oh, this one's really talking now, I gotta get closer and listen carefully. And then bam, head tilt city. It's like they're trying to decode a secret message hidden in the squeaks. And then, bam, head tilt city. It's one of the most endearing things to witness. They just can't help themselves. It's like an involuntary reaction. The head tilt is their way of saying, I'm listening, tell me more. I swear, squeaky toys are like the ultimate dog puzzle. They just can't resist trying to figure out how that sound is coming from this inanimate object. It's a mystery they are determined to solve. They just can't resist trying to figure out how that sound is coming from this inanimate object. You can see them examining the toy from every angle, trying to unlock its secrets. It's like they're little detectives on a mission. It's like they're convinced that if they just keep squeaking it long enough, they'll finally unlock the secret to the universe. And honestly, who can blame them? The joy and excitement they get from these toys are absolutely priceless. Chapter 3. Baby talk time. For dogs, or is it? Okay, let's be real, we've all done it. You see a cute dog and you just can't help but break out the baby talk. Who's a good boy? You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. And you know what? The dogs, they eat it up, they love it. And they often tilt their heads to show just how much they appreciate our ridiculous high-pitched voices. I swear, it's like they understand that we're talking to them in a special loving way, or maybe they're just humoring us because they know we're suckers for a good head tilt. Either way, it works. And you know what's even funnier? Sometimes, they'll even try to talk back to us in their own little doggy language. They'll tilt their heads, make some cute little noises and wag their tails like crazy. It's like they're saying, I know you're talking to me and I love it. Keep it coming. Chapter 4. Doorbell of Doom or Delight. Okay, this one's a little different. We're diving into the world of doorbells and how our furry friends react to them. While the sound of a doorbell might not be inherently cute like a squeaky toy, it certainly grabs their attention in a unique way. The way dogs react to it is definitely head tilt worthy. It's almost like they're trying to decode a mystery. One minute, they're chilling out, minding their own business, and the next, ding dong. It's like an instant switch flips in their brain, their ears perk up, their eyes widen, and suddenly they're on high alert. And they're off to the races, barking at the door like their life depends on it. It's a full-on sprint to the front door. And you know what usually happens next? The classic head tilt. Yep, you guessed it, the head tilt. It's their way of processing the situation. But this time it's less about confusion and more about assessment. They're trying to figure out the scenario. They're trying to figure out who's at the door, what they want, and if they pose any threat to their beloved humans. It's like they're saying, hold on, I gotta analyze this situation. Friend or foe, treats or trouble? Better tilt my head and investigate. It's their way of gathering more information. And honestly, I kinda admire their dedication to keeping us safe from whoever or whatever might be on the other side of that door. It's a mix of curiosity, protectiveness, and a bit of excitement. They want to know who's there, but they also want to make sure everything is okay. It's their way of being our little guardians, always on the lookout, always ready to spring into action. So next time your doorbell rings, take a moment to appreciate the dedication and love your dog shows in that moment. It's truly a sight to behold. Chapter 5. Animal sounds. It's a zoo in here. Last but not least, we gotta talk about how dogs react to the sounds of other animals. Whether it's a cat meowing, a bird chirping, or even just a weird noise coming from the TV, dogs are naturally curious creatures, and they just can't resist trying to figure out what's going on. And you know what that means? Head tilts galore. One minute, they're relaxing on the couch, and the next, they're up and at 'em, tilting their heads this way and that, trying to pinpoint the source of the sound. It's like they're thinking, "What was that? Is that another dog? A squirrel? A monster under the bed? I must investigate." And honestly, I can't blame them. The world is a weird and wonderful place full of strange and interesting noises. It's no wonder dogs are so fascinated by it all. Outro Head Tilt Heaven. Well, there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour of all the adorable sounds that make dogs tilt their heads. From whistles to squeaky toys to the doorbell of doom, we've covered it all. But the real question is, why do they do it? Honestly, who knows? Maybe they're trying to understand us. Maybe they're just messing with us. Or maybe, just maybe, they're secretly geniuses who are just really good at playing dumb. Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure. Head tilts are one of the many things that make dogs so darn lovable. So, the next time you see your furry friend tilting their head, give them a big hug and tell them how much you love them, even if they are secretly plotting world domination. And as promised, here's a compilation of the cutest head tilts from our furry friends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more adorable dog content. Until next time, stay pawsome.